Shalom. Like to start out by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect all over the four corners of the earth. Okay, Shalom. This is an article from Fox News. It was published July 6, 2020. Last updated 25 minutes ago. It says Georgia governor declares state of emergency over deadly Atlanta shootings. Okay. So I read a little bit of it. It says Georgia governor Byron Kemp declares a state of emergency Monday following an untick in shooting over July 4th weekend that injured 31 people and killed 5 after weeks of violent crime and property destruction in Atlanta. It says the move authorizes the activation of 1,000 National Guard troops, 1,000 National Guard troops. It says to protect state property and patrol our streets. Okay. It says peaceful protests were hijacked by criminals with a dangerous, destructive agenda. Now innocent Georgians are being targeted, shot, and left for dead. Kemp, a Republican, said in a statement, "This lawlessness must be stopped and order restored in our capital city. I have declared a state of emergency and called up the Georgia Guard because the safety of our citizens comes first." So, yeah, there's a state of emergency that has gone out, here in Georgia because of the shootings that was over the 4th of July. And I think it said 31. Yeah, 31 that was injured and 5 was killed. So this is it's going back to these protests that's going on from the shootings that's been going on, in the area that they was in was with the over at the Wendy's off of I think that's Price Street, over in that area where they set the windows on fire, after Jake was killed. But all of this is just leading up to the sedition of men that the scripture speaks about, that we're going to read in 2nd Ezra 15. This prophecy has been hot, and we're going to continue to bring it out, to make this thing fully manifest, through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shema Shai. Okay. So I'm going to start at this 2nd Ezra 15. I started verse 12. It says, "Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it." It says, "They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with the fearful consultation." It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." So destruction to this place and them that dwell therein. The Most High, he destroying crops. He's going to bring upon the famine. He's going to bring upon these plagues to take people out. He's going to bring upon destruction. He's going to bring that sword. He's going to bring the missiles. He's going to bring that RFID microchip. These prophecies are going to come to pass, But it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. See? One people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hand. Okay. Oh, the Black Panther movement that was at Stone Mountain this weekend. You know, which we hear them calling out the 12 tribes of Israel. Which we're not ignorant of how they trying to set us up also. But you know, the Most High is stirring up these things to bring about prophecies. We're not no carnal people. We're spiritual. Okay, we're not gonna be out there. The Israelites here at Great Millstone, up on the Apostle Tahar and the apostles and the elders. We're not gonna be out, in these streets protesting with guns. We're gonna use our weapon, which are the scriptures. These words are powerful. Okay, and this is what the elites on the left-hand side is afraid of. Okay, this is what they know to be our power, and we know it's our power, and we're gonna use our weapon, which is the Bible. Okay, but you're gonna have these people that's going to stand up and fight against each other. You're gonna have nations fighting against nations. You're gonna have these 2/3 out in these streets protesting and fighting against the other nations. Okay, fighting against themselves, and then judgment is going to happen. Why? Because it's all prophecy of Yahweh Bashim Shah. These things must happen. It says for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. It says swords in their hands, and there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. Right? They're not trying to follow the laws anymore that was set. Okay? It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So let's look up that word sedition in the Edemon online. It says rebellion, uprising, revolt. See? A rebellion and an uprising. So the people that's out there in these streets, okay, they rebel. They're being a rebellion and an uprising. They're causing an uprising of the people to now where the Brian Kemp had to call forth the 1,000 troops. Okay, declares a state of emergency and bring up on 1,000 troops. You see? So now what Jake gonna eventually start what? Bucking up against these troops. Okay? They're gonna start bucking up against the troops. Because it says that what? It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. See? The people that's in authority, Jake not gonna want to listen to them or abide by their authority. There has to be a 2/3 of Israel, and there has to be and 1/3, which is the elect. It says a little more in the definition. It says rebellion, uprising, revolt, concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. See? And we just read that. See? A concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority. They're going to try to overthrow the authority. Well, they already been trying to get what? To ban the police force. Like, that's going to make things better. Know what people need to do is call on Yahweh Bashim Shah. You Israelites, call on Yahweh Bashim Shah. Okay? Our true power. The Heavenly Father and His Son. Okay? Follow after Yahweh Bashim Shah. Once that happens, then you will see the power of the Lord. But, like I said, the Lord has to have he made it to where it was a 2/3 and a 1/3. And the 2/3 have to stir things up. Because the Lord is guiding and leading them to do that. It says violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, riot. See? Riot. So it says sedition upon men. It's gonna be riots upon men. Okay, it's gonna be it said religious disorder, rebelliousness against authority. These people gonna rebel against the authority that's before them. The police officers, the troops, they gonna rebel. And that shit, that's when it gonna all break loose, man. And that's when it's gonna be hell in them streets. It's gonna be all types of evils in the streets. Okay? You know? Yeah, it says yeah, that was the main point on the definition, you know. So yeah, this scripture, read the scripture again. Verse 16, it says, for there shall be sedition among men. See, it's gonna be riots, invading, going against the civil authority, okay, and invading one another. See, it says they shall not regard their kings nor prince. It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right. You know, they gonna lock it down. Hey, this thing gonna get locked down again. You know, that shutdown is coming again. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. See? Houses gonna be destroyed. See? I'm talking about it's gonna be chaos everywhere. You're not gonna be safe in your own home. Your family not gonna be safe if the Spirit of the Lord is not with you. See? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their good. Right. Destroy their houses with the sword and rob their goods. That's coming. Okay? That's coming. You know? This is the prophecy of Yahweh Shema Shai. These things were prophesied and was told that they would happen. Okay? I read one more. It says, behold, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. It says, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right. You see, they burning down food restaurant. So that's going to just cause another lack of food. It's going to be a famine. That famine. The Lord always move, with famines. Why? Because they work. They work. Hey, bringing up on a famine, that gets stuff done. That causes Jake to lash out. That causes the people to lash out. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will call together all the king of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun and from the south and the east, and Lebanon, us. It says to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen. So will I do also, and recompense in their bosom. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. My right hand should not spare the sinner, and my sword should not cease from over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth. That's right. See, the 2/3 of Israel not gonna get away, and guess what? You enemy nations not gonna get away that shedded the innocent blood of Yahweh Shema Shai's chosen elect of Israel. Okay, you will not get away. Okay, so you have to go through this process, and Yahweh Shema Shai is guiding you, whether you want to recognize it or not. Okay, this is prophecy. We're living in prophecy. Okay, so just want to touch on that real quick on the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, declaring this state of emergency. But with that, pray that this was edifying. Like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect. Shalom.